in the warm and welcoming spirit of the people and the government of the Republic of Fiji. As we come to the close of your 2 weeks of deliberations on this joint meeting of the 2013 Pacific Platform for Disaster Risk Management and Pacific Climate Change Roundtable. At the outset, I wish to convey the appreciation of the government of the Republic of Fiji to the Secretariat of the Pacific Community and the Secretariat of the Pacific Regional Environment Program for the excellent logistics arrangements in the course of the 2 weeks up till today. To our development partners as well, your presence here at Denarau is a testament to your collective commitment to assist our Pacific Islands, countries and territories in their effort to adapt and mitigate disaster and climate risks. Whilst we are here, the Pacific Small Island Development States, or PSIDS, regional preparatory meeting is underway in another part of Denarau Island at the Radisson Blu Resort, Fiji. I am sure that some of our partners and delegates have been commuting between these meetings since the official opening yesterday by Fiji's Prime Minister. Coincidentally, these back-to-back meetings have been organized around the same time since the issue of disaster risk management and climate change lies at the heart of sustainable development, which is a focus of the Pacific SIDS Regional Preparatory Meeting. Ladies and gentlemen, even though I am here in my official capacity as the Minister responsible for disaster management, let me assure you that I am a firm advocate of mainstreaming climate change and disaster risks to development planning. You have heard my commitment to institutionalize the post-disaster needs assessment methodology in the presentation on Tuesday afternoon, and this has been reinforced by the presence of senior officials from the Fijian government during the meeting. Prior to the meeting, I had specifically requested the Secretariat of the Pacific Community to allow the participation of our 4 divisional commissioners to hear firsthand information from development partners, government officials and practitioners on their degree of responsiveness to climate change and disaster risk management. The point I would like to emphasize is that we need to understand the issues first before we can effectively respond. Customizing best practices the world over and in the Pacific to suit our local context. I have been informed that the integrated strategy will address both disaster and climate change risks and will provide guidance for the overarching investment framework to reduce the vulnerability of Pacific Island countries and territories to national hazards. The classic showcase of the Choiseul province in the Solomon Islands and SPREP-specific adaptation to climate change projects in the Rio Delta in Fiji are evidence of our collective collaboration with our development partners to get the balance right between adaptation and mitigation for climate change and disaster risks. These 2 examples point to the fact that we in the Pacific are not only advocates, but practitioners of disaster and climate change risk adaptation and mitigation. Despite the paradigm shift to progress discussions and commitments towards the integrated strategy as part of the roadmap process that was endorsed in 2011, the fact remains that climate change and disaster risk management will be considered and addressed through separate processes, taking into account areas of complementaries. In the Pacific, there are commonalities in our approach to adapt and mitigate between aspects of climate change and disaster risk management. Therefore, these complementarities must be well discussed at community, national and regional levels so that a practical, gender-sensitive and pragmatic approach is agreed upon by all key stakeholders to avoid duplication, and that efficiencies can be generated through our joint efforts. Ladies and gentlemen, strategic partnership and a strong political will and commitment are the key tenets of realizing the vision of integrating climate change and disaster risk management. The onus is on you to take ownership at all levels in ensuring that integration is country-driven. Having said that, Pacific Island countries and territories must be given the space to determine their own priorities and develop policies to address their specific needs. The financial and technological resources required by Pacific Island countries and territories in this regard should not be used as a means to an end, but rather a conduit for improving sustainable livelihoods. At the same time, we should be mindful that there must be a very clear demarcation of priorities that need regional solutions against those that are country-specific. Therefore, our collective regional approach and integration is imperative to achieve the desired outcome. I trust that we will take the outcomes of this meeting to our capitals and bring them to the attention of our leaders, with an anticipated commitment that they will be implemented. With those few words, I would like to once again thank you very much for all your contributions at this meeting, and I hope that you have all enjoyed your stay here in Fiji, and I do wish you all a safe trip back home. Distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, I have the honor of declaring the joint meeting of the 2013 Pacific Platform for Disaster Risk Management and Pacific Climate Change officially closed. Pinakabalebu, Danyabad, Nasibaku, and Fafetai Lawa.